All right, my fifth graders, first lesson on decimals. Now, this first one is just a review on tenths and hundredths, which we have talked about with our calendar math every day. So hopefully this is nothing brand new. Hopefully it's a review, but if it is new, that's all right too. So first I just want to talk about the places. So this is my decimal right here. Now, to the left of my decimal, we have normal, right? Ones, tens, hundreds. These are all the whole number of places that you've been learning for years. Make sure you write those down. But to the right of the decimal is when we get into pieces of a whole number. So the first one to the right is our tenths place. And then the next one over is our hundredths. So like I've said, notice how it's sort of a mirror image. We go ones, tens, hundreds, but then to the right we go tenths, hundredths. Because we divide that one whole up into 10 equal pieces, 100 equal pieces, or 1,000, etc., etc., etc. So the pieces get smaller as we go to the right. It's important to remember, just like they get bigger as we go to the left in our whole numbers, they do continue to get smaller and smaller as we go to the right. Now let's look at some examples, and if we see a picture of it, how we would write that. Again, this is very similar to our calendar math. So here I have 1 out of 10 colored in, so I can write that as a fraction, 1/10. And then I could also say, okay, I don't have any holes. Okay, no whole thing is filled in. And I have 1/10, 1 in the 10th place. Okay, so that's how we would write that. Again, make sure you write it down. Now here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10. So I can write that as a fraction, 6/10. I could simplify that, but I'm not going to for this purposes because I want you to see the connection to 6/10 as a decimal. Okay, these two things are equal, just different ways to write a part of a whole. Okay, now our pieces are going to get smaller because we are moving into hundredths. So this is 1/100th. Which I have to make sure I put a 0 in my tenths place because I don't have any full tenths. I just have 1/100th, 1 in my hundredths place. You can think of hundredths like cents, like pennies. If that helps to think about, okay, I have 1 penny out of a whole dollar, so it needs to look like 1 cent. Okay? Let's do one more example. This one we could count. Okay, I have one whole row, which is 10, and then I have 8 more, so I have 18 hundredths. I could simplify that, but again, I'm not going to show the connection to the fact that I have 18 hundredths, or like 18 cents. Again, if that connection helps you. 18 ends up in my hundredths place. You might say, but there's a 1 in the tenths place. Notice I do have 1 full tenth plus 8 more hundredths. So I could think about those as separate and say, okay, I have 1/10 and 8 hundredths, 1/10, 8 hundredths, or I can put them together and say I have 18 hundredths. All right. You'll do some practice writing just tenths and hundredths. We're not getting into thousands quite yet. So just visually, if we see them on these blocks, how I can write those as decimals. Let me know if you have questions. You got this.